Today we have former 1996 gold medalist winning the gold medal in one of the most dramatic fights and fashions ever, and former 154-pound junior middleweight champion of the world, the one, the only, Philadelphia's own David Reid. Let's get into it.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up,
What's
Mr.
going on?
How you doing, bro?
What's up?
Yeah, how you doing, guys?
I'm good. We're good.
All right, that's
What
good.
part of what part of the world are you in?
You know what? I'm in I'm in Michigan, where that's where where I was here with my coach Al, and and made it to the games here, from here, here,
You from
Philadelphia.
Michigan or
From Philly.
Philadelphia?
Uh, yeah, I'm from Philly. I thought you said, yeah.
No, what
So,
part? What part? You in Detroit? Or you in Saginaw? What part of Michigan?
no, I'm in
Marquette.
Marquette.
Oh, you're in
Yeah,
Mark, Michigan,
yeah. In the UP.
Yep.
Put it that way.
the
In the
Upper Peninsula. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I've been to the UP many times. There's
Oh,
nothing to do.
yeah. You know what? If you is outside person, uh, you can find a lot of things to
Right.
do. But me myself, I'm like you. I don't know if you're like this, but I'm a homebody. You
Yeah,
know,
me too.
I
So
just kind of stay in, and but if you here and you like the outdoors,
I'm a
then it's a lot to do.
are you in Mark? Where you at?
Well,
business
I
parent.
don't want to get,
Oh, okay.
you know,
I get.
you getting into
Guarantee.
details.
I almost guarantee people ain't gonna come looking for you.
No,
I,
no, no. I mean, I just don't want to.
We
no,
get it.
No,
I,
I hope not. Because especially like now. But
okay, here's a question for you. There are a lot of black people in the UP.
well, that's a question that I would like for you to ask somebody else.
Oh,
Because I don't, no, actually, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of African American here, and but I really don't like to get into that because that seems like you know
I'm
to
just,
me,
I'm
yeah.
just
a
trying to
lot
be.
of it's like a race card.
David,
No,
you
I
were
get it.
my
I've been
favorite fighters to watch when
beautiful.
you were coming up. You and I talked about this. We
Oh,
messaged.
all
You
right.
really remind me so much of Roy Jones.
Yeah. Oh, thanks so much, man. Because you know what? Uh, I used to uh kind of like try to
Oh,
emulate
really?
Roy Jones. You know, yeah, yeah, big time. I mean, when a lot of the fights and the games,
But
I try to fight like
the thing is
Roy
though,
Jones.
like a lot of
Looking
people
up
try,
to
but
him.
you have to have the speed and the skill to do it, and you did. You know,
Yeah, yeah. Well, just like constantly looking at him and like being in like tip top shape, fighting like I mean like 13 fights all at one time to make it to the games, and it probably was more. But you I just kind of developed that speed from from constantly just uh just staying in shape and fighting
Mhm.
and fighting the best, um and coming into the
Mhm.
into the pros, it was still the same, but I just it didn't uh I'm
Uh,
not the one to be complaining, but you know I I
yeah.
I wish it would have
So for
been
people
longer.
watching
Just
who
put
don't
it that way.
remember, David Reid,
Yeah.
you won the gold medal with a very, very exciting, explosive, dramatic way. It was a one-point knockout, right?
Yeah. 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 It was very dramatic because the guy was beat me like 10 points. No, it was 10 points. Because I just came out and just just like I'm on TV. That was a big thing for me for the amateurs because a whole lot of women just started watching wa- watching the Olympics that year. So we wasn't really
Right.
getting a whole lot of airtime, and you know, and here it is. I'm in the finals, and I'm getting beat pretty bad, So that's when I just came out and just put the pressure on them and just kind of
Well, I
like
remember
met them
seeing,
with the overhand
what if I
right.
remember correctly, he threw a punch at you, you blocked the jab, and then you just checked him.
Yeah, I like yeah, because let me tell you what happened. Bless his soul, because I
Uh,
heard that he passed away. Yeah, yeah, which was really bad. But what happened was that he was like really mad at me, and I didn't know why he was like really, really angry at me. So here it is,
mhm.
we fighting like really hard, and uh 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 I remember we like kind of like pass each other, like out in the morning time when I was jogging, and he would jog past
Mhm.
me, and we would pass each other, and I remember afterwards I was saying to myself, I wonder if this guy won or not, and I don't know if it was the same thing. So here it is, we end up fighting in the finals, and I remember we was arguing in in
Oh,
in the line, and yeah, and it we end up meeting, and man, I mean,
yeah,
he was like beat
yeah.
me, and that's when I was, yeah, that's when
Well,
I
those
came
those
out and
Cubans,
caught him with that
those
punch,
Cubans had so much experience. I
over
want
him.
anybody who hasn't seen that fight to look it up, because what I
Yeah,
found amazing was when you knocked him down,
yeah.
your emotional reaction was so fucking cool. It was such a genuine moment. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Well, here it is. Okay, let me go back to the. I'm gonna go to that. To
Okay.
I'm gonna come back to where you was explaining the fight, but let me go back to. So what happened was that we was like fighting really hard. So I put the pressure on him in the third round, and after when I did that, he like showed it um in his style of fighting, like, oh, you put pressure on me, I'm gonna knock you out. And that's when he threw that punch, and I uh blocked his left hand that my coach was telling me that
Mm-hmm.
to meet him with my overhand right, but I couldn't go out there and
Right.
just throw overhand rights all over the place,
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's
man.
when I
That was,
caught
a
him and
lot of
knocked
people
him out.
don't know this about your career. You never fought a fighter with a losing record, ever. And your
No,
combined, I
no,
actually
no,
did this, I don't know
no,
if you know
no, I
this, but the
didn't.
combined winning percentage, all of your opponents, was 85%. So your opponent, all of them, so
Oh,
not only did you never fight a loser, but you fought on average people who are almost 100% victorious.
yeah, yeah, and that uh I never well, actually I kind of the percentage I kind of recognize that,
Yeah,
but uh
I think
I
a lot
didn't
of
I,
people
uh
said that you were brought along too quickly because, in your fight, you're fighting for, you won a world title and
yeah,
fight.
yeah,
Do
yeah,
you think that you
yeah,
were brought along too
yeah. I
quickly or no?
uh uh, I don't think I was put it on too quickly, but I mean a lot of like I guess a lot of people would say that, but uh but I don't think I thought I thought that I was brought
Mm-hmm.
along like fast, you know, according to my it was really according to my skill level that really showed like how really
Right.
good I was. You know what I mean? Like, okay, we just can't put them in there with with some really
Right.
lesser
And
boxers.
for people who don't remember, you had
Yeah,
suffered detached retina, I think, during the Olympic trials.
yeah. Well, it wasn't detached retina. It was the the ptosis in my eye, and you probably still can see it a little bit, and that's the reason why I didn't kind of finish
Could you, at the end of
my
your career,
career.
go ahead, Jeremy, you were going to say
At
How
something?
how how long from start to finish was your boxing career?
uh, it was a good 5 years from um, well, 97 into
Yeah, you only
2000
had 90
when
fights, but I mean,
actually,
you
yeah,
fought everybody. So could you,
yeah,
at the end of your career, could
four
you,
fights.
what would you say at 100%? How much could
Hmm.
you see from that eye?
Okay, 100%. I can see from the eye. It's uh, a good like, I hate like 99 point. I mean, I can see from it, from that 99. I can see from it. Uh, but uh, but here's the weird thing about it is that I can
Mm-hmm.
see like really clear from it, and and it's better than my right eye because it like it is it I can see in it, and what it does it just
Oh,
shake. It shake. I can
oh,
see from it, but it shake.
oh.
So that's
And
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
having the career that you had,
yeah.
and knowing that now that there's an optical problem and
Hmm.
maybe logical issues, would you what cautions would you give fighters in the future? What things to look for?
Well, uh, actually, with the look for, well, really, it's like after boxing, I guess, like to really like don't just look at uh uh like this like boxing, the sport, the prize that you win it's going to take care of you forever. Like, boxing is just, a sport, and just go and just try to learn uh
oh,
something else so you can be able to support yourself and take care of yourself.
What uh what do your days look like these days? Like get up in the morning.
well, I've been able to get in, like, get in shape and uh really just constant, just like really taking care of myself, and just really uh taking
Mm.
care of my surroundings, and make sure this is right and that is right. So,
Who
just really doing that.
Are you married?
Uh no, no, I'm not married at all. I mean, I would like to, like, before I wasn't I wasn't into
Mhm.
being married, you know, because of my reasons. But if I end up finding
Yeah.
the right person, it's a lot. That's a really big step. That because once you get married, I mean, here it is. You get married to the one that you love, so now
Yeah.
you have to
Yeah.
keep her. You know what I mean? You have to keep her. So how you keep her? You gotta, continue to make
Yeah.
things spark in that relationship. So uh, she'll probably end up, seeing or want to be
Yeah.
with somebody uh, uh, that she think that is better than you, and and you have to, like, try to make
Right.
her
Right. But let me.
happy.
Yo, what what was, what was that one high moment in your career that you look back and say, "I'm glad I did that"?
Uh, uh, I, I, you know what? I really don't even know. But if I did know,
Okay.
I don't think I would
Let me
say
ask you
it.
this. We've spoken to a few people who fought Trinidad and said that they're pretty sure that
Yeah.
his hands were loaded. Do you think that's true? Like when you fought him, do you think that would have been possible?
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't really think so. I just uh
Mm.
lost. I I I can't be a sore loser, but I never was a sore loser, just like, so
That was a great
I
fight,
just
though,
got beat.
Dave. That was a
I
great
got
fight.
beat.
What,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought it was a really good fight, but thanks, man. It that that fight, even though uh I got put in the ring, with somebody that was just as better than me. I just didn't thought he was better than me. So but he beat me, and I just have to
Yeah,
be a
yeah,
man
he
and
did.
just
But
stick up to it.
you were wiping him out the first 5 or 6 rounds. You were doing great, and he was hitting you low a lot. I remember.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, his uh corner probably told him to hit me low because I was moving really, really good, and giving them problems, and
I mean,
and he caught me at the he caught me below the belt and
uh,
got away with it. Some ways he got away with some of them, so
that's how.
I mean that's really past, but I can speak on it right now because I'm on a boxing show, so
I
I can speak
Jeremy's
on
question when
it.
Jeremy
so
asked you what was your
okay,
highest moment. In my opinion, your fight against Simon Brown. I
Yeah,
mean, I think that was a perfect fight.
that was that was a really good fight. I had some really good moments. You know what I mean? I think afterwards, it's just after, I mean, and everybody would contest to this, but I think it's really like, after boxing. You know what I mean? Like, after it's not, if it's all said and done, but when you hang up the gloves, what kind of a
Would
life
you
would you
would
have
you do it knowing what
afterwards?
you know
You
now,
know,
right? Going through everything. Would if you could start all over again, would you box? Would you box again or no?
uh, I don't think so, because your body goes through so much. I mean, you know, at a young age, like 20 years ago, it's cool. I mean, I'm not uh saying anything bad about older fighters.
No, no, we understand that, but we're just talking about you. We're talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
you.
yeah. Okay, me, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. That's a choice. That's a decision that that I think that is smart, because I don't want to take any blows to the head.
I'm the same way. I wouldn't. If I could do it again, fight a
Yeah,
damn.
yeah. And even when you win, your
Even when you
body
win,
con-
tough.
continue to absorb blows, and your head. I mean, you
We, that
Yeah,
we all know that, and boxing is dangerous, and not boxing is what it is, and you and I have lots of friends that are they're on the spectrum from the CTE, any type of neurological disease from
yeah,
boxing. I understand that for sure. Man.
yeah, yeah. Because guys, I mean, well, it's just when you it's some. I want to constantly be inspiration to other young people that's coming up. I had my time. I saw other people had their time. And now it's time for me to
Did, when you
pass the
were
torch.
growing up in
You know,
Philly, a young guy, did you get in a lot of fights in the street, or were you more kind of like a
I I got into a lot of fights in the street. Had a lot of fights, and especially, I mean, you know, uh, uh, I I hate to keep saying his name, but my coach Al, he was in the street. So the first thing they would say is, "Show me what Coach Al
Mhm.
show." I'll show you, but I really
Mm.
was cool with everybody. I was cool once everybody knew that I can, like, fight. I was cool with everybody, but I didn't like try to fight any and everybody, because guys, you knock them out and make them look silly, they'll go and you know they'll go and you embarrass them in front of thousands of people. They'll go and get I call it a nistle,
Yeah, yeah.
a pistol. They'll get a pistol, and
Let me
yeah,
let me
and
ask you this: of three that you
uh,
or even
yeah.
sparred, who who was the hardest puncher? Yeah,
Who is the hardest puncher? Oh man, I gotta say, uh, hardest puncher, and this is no lie. Uh, for one, Trinidad and the Cuban,
which Cuban?
Trinidad and the Cuban. They were the 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 one that I
Oh,
fought
okay.
in the Olympics. Yeah, yeah. I remember he was he was strong, and Trinidad was strong. He went through my glove where I don't want to give him that, but we're a man, and it's over 20
It's
years
tough, you know.
ago,
It was your
So
first loss, and
uh, uh
people don't realize how tough that is.
yeah, yeah. It was my first loss, and
So
he was the
we have
better
a
man
question
at that time. He
from
was the better man.
Marquez. You remember Raul Marquez?
Who?
Bro,
Watching,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
asking, do you
Raul,
think that
Raul.
punches affect people differently? I think taking punches is what he means. Because he said that if he had to do it all over again, he would do it.
Oh, he was. Oh no, like I, I
Mm-hmm.
understand that. No, I would do it too if but I wouldn't. No, I'm talking about coming back. I wouldn't do it. But no, actually, I would. I don't blame him. Being a fighter,
Yeah.
that's talking like a fighter, man. I want to do it like
You know,
I would do it too if
one of the hottest
I
young
would do it.
prospects. I don't know if you follow current boxing, but one of the hottest young prospects, in my opinion, coming out of Philly, a guy by the name of Ron Boots Ennis. Heard of him?
Oh yeah. You know what? You know what? The guy that trained him, I was saying that he got the right kind of name because in the in the in the hood, what I used to say to my guys is that he got the, like we used to say that he got his boots stretched. When the guy, like, a guy get knocked out, he said, "Oh man, he got his boots stretched." So I yeah. So I said that he got the right name because he be stretching people
Yeah.
boots. He be stretching people
Well,
boots. So
so let me ask you this.
he got the
Is
right
there any
name.
fighter that you really wish you could have fought when you were fighting, but you never got the chance to?
I wanted to fight that guy that was. You know what? I was talking to Al about this guy. He went like undefeated and he retired undefeated. He was really good. Uh,
Oh,
he beat Roy Jones, and I think he beat
Kelsaki, the Welsh guy?
huh? Yeah. Kawasaki, that's his name. Yeah. Yeah, Kawasaki from Wales, and he was really good because I remember seeing him, and he had just got finished fighting, and after the fight he called my name out, and I was really, you know, I was kind of fired up, but you know, I that was me at the time. At the time,
Um,
I'm a whole lot smarter now.
you you train
That was
people
back
now, right?
then. Yeah. I'm up here helping my coach Al Mitchell up here in a Muay Thai boxing gym, and helping them out, training training people there is
So,
really,
so to be
I think
clear,
it's
you
really nice.
retired early because of the eye, right?
Uh, yeah, yeah, yep. And what happened? I ended up retiring because of my iron. And I uh thought, okay, all right, I'm gonna retire for 2 years, and if it don't, you know, uh, come right back, then I'm gonna just leave it alone. And that's what I did. I just like left boxing alone because if I got it uh if I would have kept getting surgeries, I would have kept getting hit on, and if a lot of people would have been, coming after this eye. So, it was time for me to
How's your
just
eye
give it up
today?
and
Is
do
it
something else.
back to normal, or how is it now?
Uh, well, it's a little bit it's better than uh back it's better than back in 2001.
We spoke
Just
with
put
last
it
night.
that
We
way.
spoke with Ivan
Yeah.
Robinson, who's another Philly guy.
Oh, yeah, he's a really good guy. I like
Yeah,
Ivan.
yeah.
Ivan is a really good guy. From
Yeah, good dude, man. He's a good dude.
yeah. From
Okay.
the Happy Hollow Gym.
Yeah.
I remember.
You ever go down to Philly? Once you
Huh?
go, you ever go down to Philly?
I didn't. I didn't been in Philly ever since I moved uh back here to Marquette. I never
Mm,
been back to Philly.
You never.
No, but but
You never.
uh but I have a whole lot of friends and family there. It's really nice, and uh I see, like, a lot of my family
mm,
members is really
yeah.
growing.
I mean, you
You know,
retired at what? You were
yeah.
28 years old, right?
I was about 29,
You
about
know,
28, 29,
it's weird because
somewhere around there.
that's young. But back in the day, you
Uh,
guys remember back in the 60s, 70s, people at
yeah,
30 were washed up back then. They were.
yeah. And you know why? Because they was like, they was really tough back then. They was really tough, and they were like war in the gyms. And I think I, I think like this, like, in this era, in, I guess, the era when I was coming up, I think boxing is just, getting better, like, far as like the referee stopping the
Mhm.
fight, not letting nobody get hurt. See, back then, uh the ref, like, you would like knock a guy out, and, well, let's say knock him down, and you can be right behind the ref, getting ready to jump right on the guy. Now the referee makes sure that the fighter is in his corner, and then he'll go to, or he'll just uh uh tell the fighter to go to his corner, and
What,
attend to
do
the
you
hurt
watch
fighter.
boxing now? Are you a fan? Is there any fight you really like now?
Uh, I I I watch like clips of it, and uh, who I saw recently was
Yeah,
what's his name, Canelo. He yeah, he like
yeah,
knocked this guy or stopped this guy, something like that, like in the 11th round. And so but I really don't really
yeah. A
watch it like that.
challenge,
I really don't
Canelo
watch it like that. Yeah,
challenge for the cruiserweight,
Well,
yeah,
which is crazy.
hey, David.
yeah.
David, it's great talking to you, man. You are
Oh,
you
Hey,
are
man,
okay.
talk to
champ,
Nice.
us. I really
champion, man.
appreciate it, man.
Hey,
We'll keep in
thank you.
touch. All right, man.
Okay.
David.
All
Thank you.
right. All right. Take care.
Thank you,
Take
sir.
care.